That's because...
Alright, so let's get into this game. And in the top right, in the light blue for ConFed, winner of the last game, it is TossNoSkill.
Sweet. All right, and in the bottom right, playing Zerg in the purple, it is Xyler. Getting a Overlord right about on time from what I can tell. Pylon coming down near the ramp for Protoss.
Yep.
Gateway, no gas yet for either player, so I guess there's not going to be much too aggressive going on. Nothing too aggressive. Hatch coming down. Probe scouting the whole main, sees the gas going down as well. Gonna know exactly what's going on inside the base. Goes back, sees the spawning pool, and he's got that probe just rallied all over the map. Gonna check for a quick third base. It's not producing much else though, except for a Nexus. Those down to Cybernetics at home.
Yep, standard 1 gate expand out of TossNoSkill.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we saw a 15-15 out of Xyler. Hatch gas pool.
Yep. Kind of interested to see what kind of Zerg this guy is. If he likes roaches, or if he's going to go more meta style with like Ling Bane and then Hydra later on.
Yep. I will say Hydra Ling Bane is probably the hardest thing to deal with right now.
For Protoss especially.
And we got a flock of wings, lings going across the map.
Speed. About a quarter of the way done. So what can he get done? There's no pylons at the natural right now.
No, there's
so
that
this
one.
Could get a couple kills. Yeah, but it's kind of out of position. Oh, he's looking the wall down here now. A little late on the wall there.
It's okay.
A lot of matches I've watched, they usually start the wall down there nowadays. He's going to get the adepts, and that's going to clean the lanes up.
We get these 4 lings poking it away at Gateway in the Twilight. This is a lot of lings coming out of.
Yeah, it is.
Some serious two base aggression coming out of Xyler.
To see them 6 lings that he let out of the adepts was a shame. They would have went pretty well with this rush. But TossNoSkill once again, I feel like he's getting everything he needs to get. Glaives, some adepts. I don't know why he's attacking that pylon.
Because he walled himself in fear that the adept was going to die.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
It's a common Protoss thing.
Yeah.
A bunch of lings flood in though.
Oh, the wall's not complete. He didn't have the adepts in position.
Nope.
This could be game ending. Maybe not.
Nope, because he's just going to wall off some more. That pylon might go down, but Mothership Core should be... Oh, it's sitting right above the natural.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he could have just run in there. No,
nope.
That's a wall. That is a wall.
That's a full wall. But that Cyber Core is about to go down. His Mothership Core is doing nothing. He now realizes that.
Oh. Where's the overcharges? Oh, there they go.
Lings get into the main. They go right for the worker line.
I feel like this is the beginning of the end for TossNoSkill.
And probes fighting speedlings is not the way you want to go.
You know, 8 workers down. Got some fancy micro trying to save as many workers as possible, and he cleans it up and only takes 8 workers, but there's more lings coming into the natural, and he doesn't have anything to defend. Oh, he wants to bait him into trying to kill those workers again, but he's just going to run around and be annoying. 500 in APM. Not like this TossNoSkill. He will clean this up though. And xyler's up to 44 workers now, so there is some.
He's got the ninja gold on Toss's side.
He snuffed that ninja gold in. I didn't even see that. Wow. Yeah. And Toss is sitting at 27 workers. That's not too bad. He's got more army, so maybe if he moves across, maybe, just maybe, he can do some counter damage. But if he waits too long, the Zerg's going to get a bunch of roaches out soon.
And with no charge or anything like that, no immortals, it's not going to be looking good for TossNoSkill. Is there does
9
he have
more drones? He's got a roach warren just finished. He's not going for roach speed.
He's kind of getting all the tech trees. He's getting Baling Nest. I mean, what are we going to see next? Aspire?
He wants to tech to the kitchen sink before he finishes off his Protoss opponent. But I don't know. I feel like Toss can come back into this thing. I mean, these are 2 platinum players, so one player may be able to come back from a disadvantage, you know, rather than if we were watching some Diamond 1 players. So that'll be interesting to see.
I feel like TossNoSkill's missing the most important Protoss building when you're behind.
The Dark Shrine.
You read my mind, Punta. You read my mind.
Yeah. Nice. I didn't really think of that. I wanted to see a Warp Prism a long time ago, but he didn't have a Robo Bay yet.
The Robo just finished up. Charge is on its way.
Yep. I feel like had he went for a Robo Bay during all of that chaos, if he would have had it, you know, after that was over, he could have went across, warped into the main, and done some counter damage, but he didn't have it, so that's a moot
What he needs to do is find out about this gold, but their spine's going up. He's not going to be do much about it anymore, and with the 13 worker lead, he's just skyrocketing ahead. His upgrades are faster, you know, his tech tree is faster. I mean, it's not looking good for TossNoSkill in my opinion.
No. He will have a Warp Prism finish up soon, so maybe he goes south with the Warp Prism, but I'm gonna guess he goes east and tries to go for the more obvious third base,
which is actually which is the north there. Yep, is actually the Xyler's 4th.
Yep, yep. That's his 4th base, but you know that's the obvious third base, and we'll see which way the Warp Prism goes. I think it just popped out, and it's kind of it's down there. Missed it. It's gonna go into the main with charge lots.
Yep, and he's gonna hit the front door.
He's got a nice little.
He's double Warp Prism on this. I did not see the second. That is.
I didn't either.
That is good.
I just saw the one in production earlier. Yep. Could do a lot of damage. Oh no. He needs to get that out of the range and set up. He needs more zealots into the main while he hits the front door.
Oh, he look at that force field on the main ramp. But he needs to watch out for those sentries. Those sentries are very fragile. He needs to get them away from the cannon fodder. He's gonna
Great strategy here.
And he's keeping those force fields up. He's going to get everything in the natural here.
I think he's going to forget. Nope, he does another one. Oh, no. Xyler, not like this.
A big warp in of stalkers.
Yep.
And he's just going to town on the natural.
Yeah, he's going to do outstanding damage with this. He's got a whole army inside of the main trap that can't do anything. He needs to morph some dropper lords or something.
And in the
do this all day.
Face of danger, you know, he throws down the natural
Throws down the hatch. Throws the hatch down.
And those are some good force fields. I will say, TossNoSkill is very impressing a lot.
Yeah, he's impressing. He needs to go back, though. I mean, he could have just picked off a lot of free units.
I mean, that was an impressive push, but it is still 1-1 with 2-2 almost finished. I don't feel as though he did the necessary damage. I feel as though because this entire army is going to get picked off.
Yeah, the army supply is going to be heavily in Xyler's favor, and the counterattack is probably going to do game-ending damage. Unless TossNoSkill can hold miraculously like he has before. I feel like since we've started watching, we've just been watching TossNoSkill hold attacks. I'm morphing Overseer for I don't know what reason.
Fear of DTs, maybe?
Yeah. Guess he just figured he didn't have it. Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean,
better safe than sorry. Another Overseer coming into the main.
He doesn't even have all his gateways morphed. His macro fell behind. I mean, those were some amazing micro skills, but his macro really fell off on that. I mean, if he kept up with it, got his upgrades in conjunction, so it'd be 1-1 versus 2-2, he might have a little better time, but he's down in army supply, down in upgrades. It's just
if he had
snowballing.
upgrades and some more tech, but he has no area of effect damage, no disruptors, no colossi, no nothing. Just pure gateway units, and
Storm is
maybe
still
an immortal or two.
Light years away. Third base is still light years away. I mean, look at all the idle probes just sitting in his main. I mean, he's going to try to take a third now, but he doesn't even know he's expanding towards the gold base.
Which has been mined out now. And he's just starting another base at the gold at the opposite side of the map. So he's just been a greedy gold mining Zerg the whole game, and TossNoSkill had no clue.
Well, and
starting another thing.
Yeah, he's trying to take a fourth at the same time too. Very valiant effort.
Templar Archives is going to finish up. +1 armor starts now. Another Baneling Nest is being finished. Did he lose the Baneling Nest earlier?
He could have. But this big rush of Lings is going into TossNoSkill's fourth. And let's see if he gets to cancel. No cancel. That's
a kill.
Yeah, 400 minerals down the drain.
4 High Templar warped in. Storm still not researched. He's going to morph those into 2 Archons, which will do some good damage against these Lings, but
it's still 2-2 versus +1.
+1.
I mean, he's got both the forges. He has some money. I'd like to see him get both those forges going, but we got a big fight. Decent force fields. Yep.
Nice force fields. Behind this, Zerg has the Infestation Pit just finished, and the Hydralisk upgrade is finishing up.
Oh, he's building another spawning pool as well. I mean, did he? Yeah. He must have lost his spawning pool.
Yeah, he must have to the Zealots earlier on. So Look at the bank from Xyler. I guess he just hasn't been able to build anything all, for the last 4 or 5 minutes. He's going to be able to max out once he gets.
Yeah, he can afford just to
buildings.
trade this army away that he has.
Yeah. He's just taking every base on the map almost and kind of letting TossNoSkill build up a pretty nice army minus the upgrades.
Yeah.
You don't want to let Protoss get that big death ball in the game because you can't trade very well against that. All those Archons, if he maybe gets a couple High Templar storms off on some Banelings, that becomes a pretty bad trade for the Zerg. Even though I believe it would take several bad trades for Toss to get back into this game with how Xyler's economy has been the whole time.
I mean, his macro has been very on point. Now he's got 5 Nidus networks going down. I'm lost here, but
5 Niduses.
I'm lost.
Grief.
I guess unless he's just trolling, I don't know.
I think he's trolling at this point. I think he's like, okay, get out of my game. I think he thinks he's more ahead than he is.
I mean, he's maxed out.
Yeah.
1 full set of upgrades ahead, but
3-3 started.
33 started, but his 2-2 is halfway done.
Yep.
And
they're going to be on even upgrades.
And then the TossNoSkill's 3-3 is not going to be far behind, and at that point.
Yep. Some Banelings coming in, all crash on 1 Zealot, except for 2.
And he kills all the larvae off.
The charge lot has really come back into the metagame since they decreased the cost for charge a few weeks ago. It's like every game is charge lots now.
I will say the only time I play Protoss is in co-op, and microing charge lot is pretty hard, I will say.
Yeah, they can derp now. They can derp very easily, and the same thing. I was playing some Zerg earlier, and it's harder than I thought to micro Zergs and Banelings.
Are we gonna see a Nidus here soon?
Yeah, I mean we should. We have 5 Nidus networks.
Yep. We got a Nidus going right down in the main.
I think he's gonna throw down multiple. That way this can't get shut down. The whole army's going to have to spill back into the main. The Archons can't squeeze through the gap. I don't know how effective this is. All the overcharges get popped. Some roaches spill in. Some more roaches through the second Nidus. But the supply for Xyler is going down.
Yeah, but he gets...
He
gets in. Now he's on all the production of TossNoSkill. 46 Zerglings are on the way. Toss needs to either make
more units streaming into the 3rd and the natural.
Yeah, but look at all those Archons just hanging out there.
Yeah, this is not a great trade. He did take out some production.
But at what cost? It cost him an entire army.
Yep. The Banelings, just 6 Banelings for 2 Adepts right there. Hydralisks getting picked off for free. More Zerglings going to stream into the main, but going to easily be cleaned up.
I mean, the only reason this is all without Archon too, because the Archons can't get into the main. So
they couldn't squeeze through the wall. Wow, excellent defense.
I mean, he still has 1 Nidus left in there. I mean, he should go and kill that before he moves across the map.
For sure. But Xyler let Toss back into this game.
67 Banelings.
Wow. I don't think that's really the answer for this army comp that he's facing.
Oh, they're all going into the Nidus as well.
Oh, they're gonna come out into the main and
Maybe.
blow up all the buildings, or what?
I don't know.
Oh no. Looks like this thing spiraled into TossNoSkill's hands. I mean,
it's still
it could be
2-2
a weird
versus
base trade. Oh wow. He doesn't need to blow the banelings up on the buildings. That would be a mistake.
even 2-2 versus 3-3. It's, I mean, just look at the tech tree. It's Archons versus Lings, and
he starts 11 Hydras, but it's too little, too late. The Protoss has the Death Ball created.
Yeah, what
already.
is this? The Lings are gonna go to the 4th.
He could clean up all of the probes, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that he can't deal with this army.
I mean, as long as TossNoSkill keeps those sentries alive, he can force fail his way out of this. I mean, xyler is definitely throwing some units away he should not. And TossNoSkill realizes this is going to be a base trade and starts popping up nexuses all over the place. Get some probes out of there. But he splits up his army, which, you know, could work.
Yeah, this is just a little bit of an unnecessary risk. He keeps his whole army together. He has a better chance of just slowly killing xyler. He needs to save some probes.
I mean,
make sure not to lose all his buildings. But
it's double the army supply for our ConFed Protoss. And there's a bunch of cannons here at what would be the Protoss's 3rd.
Yep. But really, the only base he has 90. The Bangling nest goes down. He's building another nexus in the middle of the map, right underneath an Overlord. He's just mopping up all the buildings.
Yeah, I mean, he still has everything in his main. He still has a probe in the main mining gas. And TossNoSkill's just walking around the map and killing all the hatcheries.
Yep. There's no air for either side, so that's out of the question for the base trade. There's no cloaked units, so that can't really get wonky either. I believe that Toss is just going to have to slowly but surely clean out the map, and xyler's going to have to realize it and probably GG out of this one.
And he just can't, I mean, even with the superior upgrades, I feel like he can't take this fight. I mean, it's Ling Bane versus sentries and Archons, and I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't see any Banelings going through force fields anytime soon. And then he's going to bait them to his Nexi here, and the Archons are just going to go in and start shredding through these Lings.
He will lose the Nexus. He's running low on buildings, but he started some more across the map in xyler's natural area.
I mean, and xyler's got to be worried here too, you know. He's starting to run low on buildings too.
He is running out of buildings. Does the Nidus network count as a building?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so either.
But he's got 2 Archons fighting this queen right here. He needs to get that army that's in the south position up there fighting with him. He's going back to help out finish off his main. But if he kills this force in his own main, I think that's all the army that xyler has. Yep, he's gonna kill the base in the southern position.
Yep, and things are really starting to look extra grim for xyler now.
He starts a hatch right in the corner.
I think that's a little hopeful. He needs to take down all the buildings, so he's got to get the extractors. He needs to start sending some units maybe around the map
Yep,
Oh,
and that
there it
was the
is. No
last
GG.
building. No, it was the last building. He was eliminated.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
TossNoSkill takes game number 2.
All right, I got a little phone call.